to his trademark Reaper instead, with Stratus on that Doomfist.
Got speed boost straight in here onto the low ground. That a reset barrier set up. Try and protect. Stratus, of course, is going to be on that Doomfist, something that he really made a name for himself with. But can he find an entry with all of these turrets coming through from the Symmetra? Carpe nearly getting taken down, but that's going to be the field coming through to help keep them alive. But Funny Astro was not in it. Ivy gets punched out. Stratus finding the second kill. So far, Washington Justice looking good as the point becomes unlocked. Charge to the side from Sato will lead to nothing but his own demise. He'll be taken down, and for the first volley, it seems like the Washington Justice will come out on top.
And this is huge. It's extremely rare to see a team get set up on Village first with a Symmetra comp, but to be broken in neutral ultless. Not only were they able to take it back, but they did it decisively and early, making sure that Fusion could not cap the point first. So they have ult advantage here, composition advantage, and that control meter percent already at 20. And they've got the high ground for the approach.
Roar getting a nice fire strike in, nearly has that Earth Shatter online. Here, wall going to be coming through from Alarm. Carpe finds one pick. Stratus going to be taken down. That's a huge amount of damage eliminated now from the side of the Washington Justice, but Corey does find Ivy, getting rid of that May. Shatter going to be dropped in, knocked to the ground. The Immortality Field tossed in by Alarm. They will stay safe here for the moment. They might have to reroute. They still will push forward, breaking down the barrier of Roar. Advancing with those Orisa shields as best as they possibly can. They're back in on the point, and it's the Justice who have to come to them yet again. They have the Doomfist. Stratus goes in for a punch. Nearly has the Meteor Strike for a quick get out. Good halt, pulls them together. Elliboat going to be knocked out. You see the Meteor Strike will be dropped in. Sound barrier in response now from Funny Astro. Doesn't have any prime targets. Will just drop in, and likely will get taken down. Gets a little bit of extra damage. Nearly finds a Lucio, but it will not do it. The flip is there. Fusion on the board.
It's time to swap composition for the Justice. You have to think. Corey's got a Death Blossom, but closing the distance here and making that work against double shield tank here. Two main tanks for the Fusion in this enclosed space is going to be so difficult. He's sticking with it, though. He wants to make that Death Blossom happen. They're going to have so much with the support ultimates to get him into place to use it, but even still, position advantage to Fusion.
That wall going to be coming up. Stratus taken down. Carpe finds that first one, a headshot to find the elimination. Both DPS members eliminated from the side of the Washington Justice. Shot Sato, however, charge taken down. Will be taken out, but Roar manages to be eliminated as well. Funny Astro making up for that one. Fusion will maintain control, getting closer to tying this.
Quick retreat here for Justice. They got out. They didn't waste too much time with this, but again, it's so predictable. It's so obvious to the Fusion. You're going to try to break through with a speed boost, set up for that Death Blossom. You know that they have the sound barrier, so the Fusion are just sitting back, poking them down. They have Immortality Field. Here comes the teleport here from Corey. He's trying to go for the flank. This is a better approach than last time.
Trying to work his way through the wall, buying him some extra stealthiness. Carpe is on the flank, however, gets a flashbang, but cannot take him down. Stratus with a survey of HP will be eliminated. Carpe finds him. That's going to be the Shatter. Jump in. Sato knocks him to the ground, and now frozen up. Corey cannot move at all. Philadelphia Fusion wipe the floor with the Washington Justice. They are in the lead.
When you talk about poke damage, you talk about range damage from McCree, it's all there, but it's also the ability to stun an approaching Doomfist. Stratus is supposed to come and disrupt when the speed boost comes through so Corey can get in position, but if Carpe blows him up instantly every time, it just doesn't matter. You can see the Sato Shatter just helps set it all up.
Carpe just clicking heads. Nice flick in the back to find Arc. And now we are here above 90% for the Philadelphia Fusion. Just going to be sitting on that Deadeye for now. Sound barrier on the way. Washington Justice with the Death Blossom. Can they get something done? They force out the OT and start capping.
Stratus is trying to flank here. It would be huge. If he gets
Carpe, doesn't find him. Has to go up to escape to make sure he doesn't get taken down. Has a healing coming out from the Coalescence. Mortality Field already going to be used. The Shadow gets dropped in, but only finds Ivy. And the sound barrier is there from Funny Astro to try to keep them alive. Sato, however, going to be taken out. Corey finds that first kill. Stratus under fire, falls low, will be eliminated. The flip is there for the Washington Justice, and now with Funny Astro and Poco falling, the Fusion are going to have to let this one go and reapproach.
And after 3 failed pushes, Corey finally gets that Death Blossom off. He finally gets into position. That disruption from Stratus allowed them to break through despite missing that rocket punch there onto Carpe. That opening pick would have made it so easy to save ultimates, but now they really only have that Doomfist ultimate here when Fusion comes in for this final assault.
They're still getting closer and closer to some of those other ones, though. They have the Doomfist off, but the Shatter is nearly there as well. Punch into the back! Alarm is going to be taken out! No chance to keep himself alive! Meteor Strike down, Ivy going to be eliminated. Sato does manage to find the pin, but can they turn this around? It's at 90%. They have to get somebody over onto the point right now, but Funny Astro again is going to be taken down. The pin from Roar gets rid of him, and that's their best delay tactic. It seems like the Justice might just be able to tick up the 99%. Now 100. Just trying to find some picks with the Icicles with the McCree shots, but a little bit of chip damage, but otherwise no kills to be found. They push forward. Stratus nearly goes low. Flashbang in. Corey He'll get the headshot, taking down Alarm. Flashbang in response. Corey, however, dips around the corner, and Arc is there to support, so Carpe will fall, push up, gets the reload, tries to get the kill there on the Funny Astro. Is unable to do so. Ivy will finally take Corey's head off, but at what cost? So many members on the side of the Fusion have been taken down, and this is going to be the Washington Justice capping the point first.
And look at the healing difference between Aim God and Alarm. He more than triples him, gets the first nano boost. Corey's able to survive that flashbang exchange, which is really a mistake on Carpe's part. Then, see Arc get that cleanup. This is a massive advantage now for the Justice. They have that positional advantage, and it's when you're ranged versus ranged, the defender always has a massive advantage. And when they have a nano boost to keep Roar alive, that staying power is there as well. You can even boost Stratus to make sure he gets the Blizzard off.
Pushing forward, Ivy going to be taken down, and again, Alarm. Corey just having his number, lines up that reticle right on his head. So clean-up push coming through. Nano boost expelled there from the side of the Washington Justice. Fusion going to have to reapproach yet again. Getting closer and closer to 6 ultimates.
Yeah, and they even out the ultimates a little bit this way. But I think Poco is going to have to eat a Blizzard here if they're going to want to try to get this exchange sub 65-70%. And even then, it's going to be difficult. The Washington Justice get to defend, they get to sit back and let Philadelphia Fusion make...
Looking for the approach.
Just buying time right now.
Doesn't find much of anything with that one. 60% now for the Justice as Fusion makes their way over onto the point. Wall coming up, looking for a cutoff, unable to find it. Blizzard coming in, Poco! He gets the E, takes it away from Stratus, but will it be enough? Sound barrier is going to be out from both of these teams, and now Stratus will be taken down. Ivy finding the headshot, claims the enemy maze life. Looking for a bit more though, walls off, denying entry from the Reinhardt, gets the freeze here onto Ellie Vote. They'll knock him out of the mech, and it seems like the Fusion may very well just have done it here as Ivy continues to clean up house.
And it's not just that absorb there on the Blizzard that helped Fusion take this. Alarm sneakily got a sleep dart onto Elibo, who's then walled off, so Ivy can get a Blizzard up 100% with no fear of that defense matrix taking it away. So huge play by Alarm. Not easy to do that against a D.Va who's got that Maywall support as well, but he still threads the needle, finds that sleep. Now they have an ult advantage and the point taken back. The pendulum swings into the favor of the Fusion here. They've got their Deadeye advantage. They've got a D.Va bomb. They should be able to outlast this
push, but there's still many more to come from the side of the Washington Justice. Fusion just now getting it ready to crest past 30%. Need to take that all the way up to 100 if they want to get to the third round. Nano here onto the Electric Cowboy, but will not find anything with a flashbang. Shatter comes down, Roar hits the ground. He will be eliminated by Carpe, but it's at the cost of Alarm yet again, taken down first in the fight. Fusion, however, still holding on. The Stratus falls low, Arc under some fire as well. With the wall off, it's just going to be a regroup. Cannot approach without their Reinhardt, so he will be rejoining in here momentarily. And then the Justice will take another crack at it. Corey has the Deadeye up, sound barriers about as they kite back. They're surrendering the point. Push back into the last second, flashbang not going to connect, but there's so much pressure being applied to Carpe right now. Can he make it out alive? Seems that the answer is going to be yes. Masato is going to be dangerously low as they try to survive. Nano boost nearly there for Alarm. Gets the last few percentage, and Ivy's going to be taken down right as he gets a Blizzard.
Corey flanked.
On the shot, Wall coming up, trying to give some protection here to the McCree. Gets a double tap going through, looking for Funny Astro. Can't quite take him down, however. Nano boost used. On to Roar as he pushes forward, trying to take down Sato. The flip is there. Justice gaining percentage yet again, and Stratus will fall. Carpe with a flank. The cheeky one pokes around the corner. Manages to get rid of the May, but is that going to be enough? He'll pop the Deadeye. They push forward. They're trying to take him down. There's not an appeal. He'll just be eliminated. Ivy manages to use the Blizzard. Sato going to be slept. They need to follow up onto some kills here, however. Sato eliminated by that self-destruct. Poco going to be using his own on the point. No one in range to be taken down by that one, but he manages to pistol Aim God. It's the headshot to finish him off, and Stratus returns with the Doom Fist, instantly taking down Funny Astro. Under fire, however, will be hounded down. Ivy finds the kill. Fusion finds the flip. 83% to 99.
Risky moves by the Justice to commit the sound barrier in that last fight. Commit in instead of taking the 99 to 80 fight for one more.
This is brutal.
This is brutal indeed. It's going to be a delay. This almost guarantees Fusion a third round here on the Paul. Elibo's out now late.
We never say never. Shatter is available for Roar if he can line one up. He's currently caught off. They all dogpile on top of him, and he is out of the fight. No chance. Be very good for them potentially. Wall coming through, the halt in. Looking for the kill, tries to get the knockoff. Does Arc, but is unable to find it. Immortality Field is going to be used, keeping Sato and Poco alive for the moment as Funny Astro tries to boot somebody off the side of the map. He's unable to do so, but Arc was locked out away from the rest of his squad. Does get taken down, but answered back by Roar's Fire Strike. No Lucio's in the mix now. as the May walls just create a maze that people have to zigzag around. But Sato, he manages to punch through.
And there's just a lot more damage output with an Orisa that's protected like that. The armor that comes through for Poco. They're able to fight in these corridors with the immortality fields, with that extra healing coming through from Alarm. Ana's got great sustained solo target healing, but Baptiste actually has the ability to AoE heal in those corridors as well. So it's a composition
now with the Baptiste. Still does a significant amount of damage despite the slight nerfs.
Huge fire strike there from Roar. It's going to give Funny Astro a lot of ult charge though, because they can't follow up.
Nearly Shatter for Shatter right now. That's going to be the Ant Matrix coming through. Shatter going to be dropped in. Ivy hits the ground. Stratus manages to find Carpe, but will be the Justice losing out on their main tank. Answering Shatter now out from Sato. Now who's going to have to be used onto Elibot to try to keep him alive, but this isn't a delay. They aren't able to make their way over to the point, and Funny Astro sends him off the sides. 3-second boosters, still not short enough to save his life.
Not short enough indeed, and this is a composition that the Justice are running, or rather the Fusion are running, that they've mastered, and they're not taking the fight to the point like most teams would have previously in a Ryan Orisa type situation, or a Sigma Orisa. They're fighting in this choke where they can get the full value out of Baptiste. They can both poke at range, but also hard engage from the Washington Justice.
Out 2-1 on Nepal to start the series with a map win. Funny Astro
he's trying to stop them from collapsing in and pinstering. It's just
he
not
wants
easy.
to move for it. He wants to get that knock off the side of the map, but knows that he can't because the McCree is there. Blizzard going to be tossed down.
Dodge.
He manages to exit safely. Might be cut out on the side. Stratus, however, does manage to find Poco. Now comes in behind Sato to help take down the Reinhardt. Immortality field keeps him alive a little bit longer. Stratus with a sliver of HP there. Will be able to survive as Corey goes on the flank well into the back lines.
Fusion,
take down the remaining members.
Fusion realized they were getting collapsed on there. They saw Stratus commit the Blizzard, and it's a quick shot call from the Fusion side to hold ultimates. You can see just shown on screen here, Fusion have the advantage in that regard. Sure, we do have Nano Boost coming up here. We do have the Deadeye, but breaking through double barrier with that Deadeye is just something that's incredibly difficult to do, if not impossible. They have positional advantage, and they need to utilize it well, as the Fusion are just going to continue to operate around this corner. The wall's good.
Yep, Nano Boost going to be coming down. Bionade goes forward onto 2. Blizzard going to be invested from Ivy, but Elibot says nope. Takes that one away with the defense matrix. 37% ticking up. Corey will find Ivy with that Deadeye as they try to get a desperate hold off the side of the map. Will not be able to lead to anything here as Carpe gets set up perfectly by Sato with the pin. Knocks Roar to the ground. They find the kill, but the bomb from Elibot will take down Poco. It's a bit too slow to get out of range of that one. 52% now accrued for the Washington Justice. Stratus nearly with another Blizzard.
Elibot has to go and rejoin his squad. They're a little bit split up.
Falling low, dangerously so, but will be sustained by the rest of his squad.
Philadelphia Fusion need to commit one way or the other, either break through this choke or step onto the point. The wall is dangerous here if they try to commit straight in. That's why they're being so hesitant. They're going to the point. Poco's on the point.
Part of them are, yeah, that's going to be the Blizzard coming down. Shatter going to be tossed out. Doesn't find anything for Sato. Immortality Field will buy a little bit more time. The Bionade is thrown in for good measure to make sure that the Reinhardt does fall. Ivy stunned up. Going to be eliminated. Carpe doing some work, however. Manages to find 2. Point going to be put back over. Suddenly, we're into overtime. Elibot's going to be knocked out of the mech here over onto the point. And Roar has half HP. Still manages to clean up 2, though. As Alarm and Funny Astro will both be taken down. He looks for the halt, does Poco, but cannot find it. And the flip is right back into the hands of the Washington Justice.
Have to rush.
Still 3 members down.
They're going to have to rush back in. Carpe's trying to stick with his McCree here. It might be better fit.
Widowmaker.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I think he needs to go on Doom.
Desperate times calls for desperate measures.
They have no time here.
Philly, you better be crossing your fingers right now because here comes Carpe. He's got the Widowmaker drawn out. They're on the point right now. Sato with a Wrecking Ball. Gonna be trying to buy some time. Jump back over with the grapple hook. They're chasing in deep. The flip is there. Alarm, however, gonna be taken down. Wrapping back around Corey, pushes forward, gets the body shot, tries to take him out, but Carpe will manage to find the kill. Poco alone on the point, dangerously low, will be melted down. Roar finds the kill. Carpe looking for a shot, takes one, finds Stratus, looks him in the head. Now he's looking for the supports. Can't quite line it up, gets sunk in midair, over top of the pit. Carpe, can he do this? Bring it back from the brink, jumps out, but Sato has already taken care of Aim God. Roar finds a pin, Funny Astro gone, he's got a sliver of HP, he is dead!
Philadelphia Fusion going to match compositions here. Poco on the Diva, and it's much more difficult to run the Orisa on the breakout here.
Oh, very bold defensive strat here. Elibot already going to be sucked but broken up by a Bionade. Rude awakening if you ask me, and Ivy will be able to punch through, taking down 2, as Corey and Aim God will both fall. And that is just going to be the extended ace coming through. The team kill as Philadelphia Fusion are not getting locked inside the gas station. They punch straight through the Justice.
That sort of hold attempt by the Justice is very all in. If you get the wall off, get a double, perhaps a triple, you get the massive ult lead, you buy a ton of time. But if you fail, especially on the first push, you overcommit your resources, then they are able to win that exchange. Then you give so much free push. Look at the cart moving for free. They also get this positional advantage here, stop the high ground from being taken for Corey. And it's an amazing position for Fusion. The risk does not pay off for the Justice.
Well, it does not now have to reset.
Corey just can't get up there where he wants.
Stratus caught up as well as Ivy is at 73% towards that Blizzard.
He's here, but he can't find those shots because they've already gotten around the corner.
Alarm taking a minor chip there. Coming through, but you can see Poco just applying that pressure, making sure the McCree has some denied sightlines. Elliot already going to be knocked out of that mag. And a boost going to be tossed in here for the side of the Philadelphia Fusion, but Freeze is coming in. Members falling low. Seems like Justice might just be able to hold this one off, and as Sato is left out on his lonesome, will get taken down. So familiar territory from our first series. Cart going to be halted just in front of point A.
Yep. Very decisive too, as we see the stagger here onto Poco. But you got to say, I mean, the jump down there to collapse to punish Poco's boost to go onto the high ground was very well executed, very quickly executed there by the Justice. And this is where you want to make your last stand. This is the most defensible position on A. They finally retook this corner that they lost after that attempted all-in at the front. So much more room to move with here for the Justice now, as Fusion has to actually make this turn around. You buy a lot of time, you get that position back.
90% of the time, it's not about the kills with the dead eye.
Sure.
Speaking of which, though, we'll hear another one called out by Carpe. He's just going to cancel that one. Funny Astro under fire. Nearly gets eliminated, has to retreat. Poco going to be taking a nap for now, as Ivy takes some pot shots here from behind the cart. Sato comes through, they have the cutoff. That's going to be the clean up. Washington Justice maintaining control.
If you go back and look at that too, Sato panics when the Blizzard comes out. He charges the wrong way and gets himself caught off from the rest of the team, so he can't back off and shield everybody else off so they could re-engage after the Blizzard. He charged to the right of where Roar stands now, finds himself locked in the corner there, and is just unable to re-engage. He had a shatter, so perhaps the idea is he's going to set up a flank shatter, but too greedy, too risky. And Fusion's running out of time here.
Down now to a minute. Running away, the crowd trying to give Fusion their energy and push them through to point A. 4 ults to 3. Ivy getting close, 30% away from that next Blizzard. Alarm nearly taken down, but with the help of Poco, completely surprised Corey and managed to find the elimination. Poco going to be taking a nap as the beat gets dropped by Funny Astro. Answered by Arc, but Aim God eliminated. Carpe finds the headshot and the wall cuts off Roar, guaranteeing the kill. Looking for the charges, Sato cannot quite find it, but they get the freeze onto Elliot, pop him out of that back directly on top of the cart. And it seems like today, we will in fact be able to see a second stretch of Havana.
That's right. Corey in the same spot as he was previously, where they were able to collapse down after Poco failed to kill him, but this time, Alarm focused in tandem with him, and Corey wasn't able to escape when Poco came up. Too much damage there to keep him alive. A stark difference from what we saw from the teams earlier. No Brigida.
Should be canceling. Corey holds it to the end, but either way, Cart is going to be sliding along for free for now. Roar will finally drop down, try to halt this one up. Ball comes in, cuts off a few. Shatter going to be dropped in. Doesn't lead to anything though for Sato. Poorly timed, but Carpe finds another pick as Arc will be eliminated. Fire strike through, weakens up Roar, and he will be finished off by the Blizzard, tossed in by Ivy. Flashbang from Carpe, not going to connect. Still trying to find the kill there onto Stratus, who will be staying alive for a little bit longer, but in the end, this will very much be the Fusion coming up with another team fight victory and advancing that cart closer to point B.
They need that speed boost. They need a Blizzard fight here. Elevote's probably going to have to tag the point first. It's going to be close. I mean, they can try to get Roar onto it.
They've got so many tools right now to the Justice.
Yeah, they just need to get one team fight here. They'll have the high ground around this corner. Poco's going to really struggle to get up there and eat that Blizzard, so the Blizzard should go off no matter what. But Carpe!
Oh! Flashbang for Flashbang, pokes around the corner, the shield is up. Carpe, 7 HP! Somebody heal this man! He desperately needs it! He's still at 5 HP! No one is taking him down! He's just sitting in the corner. Fire strike not going to connect, but still no heals for Carpe. They finally will start streaming through. A monk-ass moment if I've ever seen one here. The Carpe does manage to stay alive, and now in fact will receive the nano boost for the shots. Connects one, now the push-up coming through. Elliot tries to zone him back. Couple shots onto Aim God, can't get the kill. Carpe under fire, the eat on the flashbang, and Elliot will be able to take him down.
The back cap.
I'm going to be out, the wall comes up, and they're just rolling this cart through. No one able to touch Fusion. It's so very close, pin for pin. Now the Blizzard going to be tossed in by Stratus, will freeze up Sato and take him down. Shatter going to be used by Roar for good measure as Stratus will clean him up. 40 seconds remaining. Fusion so dangerously close now to rolling into point B.
That was definitely a bit of a clown fiesta there in terms of the back cap going on. Philadelphia Fusion splitting themselves in half, which allowed Justice to win the fight in the end, but they should have been a little bit more aware of the cart. They do save it in the end with just 2 meters to go, but that's important. That's all you need. No ults across the board on the side of the Justice. They're going to have to take this fight ultless. The sound barrier being the only exception. They will have that online once the fight ensues. Carpe's got high ground. And they're playing it slow.
There it is. That angle. Deadeye going to be coming through. Wall burned by Ivy. Blizzard now going to be online. Ellivote needs to get an eat on this if they want to stop them from pushing through. Poco going to be knocked down to half HP, nearly taken down. Actually will get knocked out of the mech. Blizzard will come in. Sound barrier in response now from Arc. They're trying to keep his team alive, and Corey finds the first kill as Carpe will be eliminated. Sato going to be taken down. Funny Astro manages to find one, but it's a 4-for-1 here in favor of the Washington Justice. The Blizzard thrown in, and the OT will... Other than boosting the members of the Justice. Electric Cowboy will be coming through. Corey around the side, looking for some kills. Wall, not quite the angle that they potentially wanted, but he doesn't get too much damage dealt. Charge out. Roar going to be matching. Nano Boost is in, and now the freeze is through, and Roar will be taken down. Carpe, however, will be eliminated off to the flank by Ellivote, but Funny Astro asserts his dominance over Arc, punching him square in the jaw.
Great charge there by Sato to kind of lock Roar in place. The follow-up sleep there. Everything gets chained together. Everyone hates to be that Rhine who's just permanently caught, so Roar is just perma-stunned there and does end up getting taken out, thus removing that flank ability that Corey had. He was on the side there and the high ground. He's going to have to fight for that once again. We'll see if Ellivote takes that same approach. He's already spotted. He's already taken some chip damage, so getting up there is going to be a lot tougher. Valuable time.
Deadeye going to be started out from Corey, trying to send them back. The wall will come up in response. Cart advancing yet again, but Sato will put a halt to that one. Nearly 6 ultimates for the Fusion.
Look at Corey, another flank.
Not that far behind. Tries to go for the flashbang. Does manage to find the stun. The sleep dart connects on the Carpe. They get the Bionade. They will be able to take him down. The pin lined up as well as Roar will just smash Sato into pieces. Cart's still going to be holding for now, but how much longer can they hold out? It doesn't seem like very long, as they will lose out on Poco's mech, and the Cart will advance through into A.
And because it's a 1-2 punch, we saw the Fusion unable to use ultimates. They were trying to put all their eggs in the Carpe basket. The commitment there from Resources for Justice to collapse onto Carpe pulls Poco away from where Stratus is dropping the Blizzard, so he gets a free Blizzard on the point. Carpe is blown up in that extremely heavy commitment there to Justice comparatively as they roll around this corner.
3.5 minutes just about. And 4 ultimates of their own, so that's still nothing to shake a stick at. Nanobu's going to be tossed in. Sato going to be dropping down, but the Shatter is waiting for him. Roar barely survives the sound barrier from Arc, keeps him alive despite that Bionade, but the fire strike from Sato will finally claim his life. Ellivote taken down by the self-destruct from Poco. Sato will fall as a consequence, but the fight is very much wildly won by the Philly Fusion, who can now try and gain control of this cart. We'll just see if they are going to be able to keep it, because they have to maintain it for 3 minutes if they want to win Havana and move up 2-0.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to do so. You can see, if you're wondering what Funny Astro is doing going back, he's doing what we call Lucio Taxi, where you bring some of your dead teammates back to the point as fast as possible, because it's a pretty long walk back. So Corey there's, but he's alone, very risky.
Corey taken low. Cart now advancing. Blizzard coming through from Stratus. No chance of an eat there from Poco. Sato makes his way out. Shield raised. No one on the cart exactly at the moment. Ellivote will get knocked out of the mech, and Alarm will be taken down. Is that going to be enough, though, here for the Justice? Shatter going to be coming through. Doesn't find anything. Roar raises the shield, keeps his team alive, and still has the Nano Boost for a little bit longer. So that barrier has to come through from Funny Astro to try to keep them all alive. Deadeye in the back. He's looking to line it up. Corey nearly eliminated by Carpe, just shooting through the cracks. We will have a pause.
We do indeed, and it's one of those moments where you could see Carpe is not even afraid of Corey's Deadeye there, because he knows he has the high ground advantage, can clip in and out there where the platform protects him. Fury of myself.
Oh, no. All right. Well, we just had a minor issue here on stage, but we should have things taken care of quickly so we can resume the action. Here we go. Straight back into it. 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. Funny Astro under some fire.
Huge
will be taken down. Stratus finding that kill. Now Corey gets rid of Carpe. Pin for pin, both Rhines hit the ground. Freezes there onto Roar with the Bionade. They will be able to take him out. Using that one defensively, very much so, is Ivy, but now hounded down by the enemy. Diva will fall as does Alarm.
Flank here onto the supports.
Trying to make his way into the back.
Too risky.
Uncertain if he had been spotted. Arc was hovering up around the top of the statue.
If you die there, you lose A, so he just decides to play it safe.
Pretty much. Barrier down, wall coming out. They're trying to cut off Roar. They save him a little bit with that defense matrix. Bionade comes out. Fusion dangerously low. Carpe finds the shot, but Stratus is there to follow up. You'd think that they were brothers, basically attached to the hip. Stratus finds some vengeance for him, but it will be a halt on the push for now. There's Fusion. Just going to be playing this one safely, waiting for Carpe to rejoin them.
There's a huge window here before Carpe gets to the point, and they're going to come.
For now, they still are able to re-aggress, going to reclaim some territory here on this back corner of the point. Carpe just going to be maintaining the flank. Starts wrapping around. God is not looking in the back. The wall comes up, flashbang in, but there's too many members, so Carpe has got to dip out of there. Blizzard comes through, Stratus going to be taken down. Funny Astro managing to find the kill. The rest of them dip off the point. Fusion have to get back over here as 2 ticks are going to be grabbed for the Washington Justice with the Deadeye rolling from Corey. Safely protected behind the Rhine shield, but now that's going to be expiring. Shatter comes down! 5-man, I do believe, from Sato. Either way, it was a big one. They were worried about the flank, but they were not worried about that Rhine right up in their face.
Sato, he saves the day here, and it's extremely composed defense here for Fusion, despite the fact that Carpe was forced out of that fight not only by a Mei wall, but a Mei Blizzard, and they still were able to hold on to ultimates. We're going to take a look at Sato here. The wall keeps him hidden, and as you can see, barrier's broken. He commits.
Yep.
That's all it takes. A little bit of help from Funny Astro there. It's a wipe. And now Philadelphia Fusion still with that ult advantage. And it's that kind of composure on Kings Row you really need with a comp like this.
Blizzard coming out. It's going to be Fusion going on the aggressive side of things. Nano boost thrown forward onto Corey. Electric Cowboy coming in, but Stratus going to be taken down. And the Funny Astro finds the kill onto Arc. Roar in desperation drops the hammer, but likely should have held on to that. It's now 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining on the attack for the Washington Justice.
They're going to have to win a sustain war here in this next fight using that sound barrier. Elevote's going to get staggered a little bit further here. But does he stick with the Diva? I mean, they've got a bomb, but no real setup for it. Arc sound barrier, they don't want to lead with it, but I don't think they have much of a choice here. If Corey can somehow get a flank, that would be a great opportunity to get a single pick. But otherwise, again, Philadelphia Fusion has that positional advantage. Barrier just replaced here, and the poke is so hard at range against double shield.
Good fight.
Look at Carpe, he's on the
Elevote
flank.
can find some kills with this bomb. Carpe's up top, he's revealed his position. Set that eye ready to go. Elevote's up to the top side, now drops back down. Has those faster boosters, so can get on top of Carpe if the Deadeye comes through. Sato, however, going to be frozen, taken down. They could not get the Immortality field on top of him, so does fall. Carpe with the Deadeye rolling, finds Aim God. The barrier comes in on the back end. Fusion trying to win this one out. Carpe finds the second kill as Corey will fall. Gets jumped on, but even pushing forward. The Rocket's coming through. He can't quite pop him out of the mech. Chase forward from Ivy is a dangerously low Roar. OG going to be forced out as he get up to 90.7%, but Elevote's going to be taken down. Another hand, the Ant Matrix in the backside of the point. Those are thrown down. They buy a little bit of space, but they have to play forward onto the point yet again. Push their way up. Nano Boost is going to be tossed in. Roar swinging away. Shatter comes down. Manages to find both supports in the back line, but the kills are not there. Aim God and Arc both still alive somehow. Fire strike through, takes Funny Astro low, Stratus finishes him off. Carpe comes back in with the Tracer, manages to find one, but will be taken down. A war of attrition, but one that is won by the Washington Justice. They take it in OT, 2.5 minutes in the time bank.
All it takes when you're having this scrappy trade fight, you know, Carpe nearly saved them with that double kill after the second sound barrier when the fight really broke out. But all it takes is a scrappy fight when you're the attacker on Kings Row. You have way faster respawns, you can get back onto that point.
Find a target though, looking for a chance to line up with a Shatter. The boot back comes through. Fire strike in, drops the hammer, comes around the corner, the Mei wall comes up, and he does not get anything. Fantastic defense from the Fusion, keeping their teammates safe. Deadeye from Carpe doesn't find anything. Corey hounds him down, finds the kill, getting rid of the McCree. Wall coming up yet again. Wall answered by Ivy, and Ellie, but finds the eat, breaks through, and takes away the Blizzard. One of Fusion's biggest defensive ults now going to be eliminated. Funny Astro dropping in with a sound barrier. 2 members going to be biled out on the side of the Fusion. The bomb up in the air from Elevote looking for the pick. The shield comes down, but Alarm cannot duck behind it. Will be taken out. Freeze there on the Funny Astro, but he manages to make it out safely. Sato charging away, trying to buy some time. Has that Shatter nearly available, but I don't know if they can keep fighting this one. Sato would have to hit everybody with this Shatter, and he just does not have the support. Funny Astro will die on the cart, and that will be point B gained for the Washington Justice. 1.5 minutes going to be added to the time bank.
really great plays by the Justice all around the board. Philadelphia Fusion are running what it's basically as close to GOATs as you can get with this composition, and somehow, someway, the Justice with Tracer circumvented it, using high ground, wrapping around, flanking non-stop, just harassing the Fusion backline, and they were able to crack it. It wasn't time efficient, but they do get that checkpoint.
Pulse bomb nearly up. Now, everybody on the Fusion gonna have to be especially careful. Nano in, pulses it out, doesn't find a stick, and Ivy finds the headshot. Great turnaround flick from him. Manages to find the kill, but the Blizzard successfully gets through from the side of Stratus, freezing up the members. He's gonna poop out on Asado, taking him out of that immortality field, eliminating it as well for good measure. Might just be able to continue to advance. Corey now gonna be swapping off the Tracer, comes back on the Widowmaker. Is gonna be looking for that high ground control because there's not really anybody on the Fusion that can contest him other than Astro.
Yeah, I mean, it's the barriers, the only thing that can really stop him, but they're getting so low, they're already chunked down. It's a great swap here to try to get some time bank. Look at his position on the high ground. He's breaking through those shields.
Wrap around the side as well. Stratus looking for a flank. Astro spots him out. Carpe nearly taken down. Holding on to the Deadeye. We get closer and closer. The wall coming up. He gets pushed back around the other side. Carpe gonna be slept. Is sitting inside of the immortality field, but now the hammer gonna be dropped in. Carpe stunned up. Not yet taken down. Sound barrier will come through as Alarm finds Arc. Roar eliminated as well. Now Ellie Boat gonna be gone. That will be it. The last vestiges of hope for the Washington Justice will bleed away as they cannot. Healing spam coming through. Ellie Boat in such a rough position, and Roar gonna have to have that nano boost invested onto him to try to keep him alive. Fire strike through. Gets a nice smattering of damage.
He's
now
going.
Picks up that health pack, has the shatter available. Halfway there to that third tick and capping point. A Sato gonna be frozen as the Blizzard come down from Stratus. They're gonna put this one over the finish line. Knock this down on the defense. Deadeye out. Oh, it looked like maybe Carpe was gonna have the shots coming in, but the sleep dart connects right in the last second. But he still stands up. He still takes down Arc. Fusion are right back at it. Moving their way up, 95%. Can they get there? Oh no, it's just a bit too late. Corey returns with the Widowmaker, but might just have to swap off yet again.
He certainly will. You're not going to have
much. Get jumped on.
Yeah, you're not going to have much line of sight there. That's A over to the Fusion in pretty one-sided fashion. I feel like Elevote's definitely been a bit of a double-edged sword for the Justice here. He's had his moments where he's controlled high ground, he's given Corey that space, but on the other hand, some of his aggressive play, where he's spamming need healing, has cost them big because he's trapped, he's away from the rest of his squad, he's got no health, he's essentially irrelevant, might as well be dead. If you're not going to pick onto Arc and help solidify the cap. They do have a Blizzard here as well now to toss around this corner.
Well, they've got nearly taken down. Arc poking up around the corner, trying to keep his team sustained as best as possible. Blizzard's going to be coming down from Ivy. The shatter lobbed in as well. Knocks the ball right on their asses, and that'll be the cleanup coming through as the Fusion will not halt. 4 minutes in the time bank still as they get ready to round this final corner into point B.
Not the most ult-efficient exchange, but it was a guaranteed team fight win. You get that big Blizzard, you follow up with the shatter, and that's going to be B. For the Justice, there's no realistic way to contest this. They're going to just try to set up for C, but this time bank is going to be absolutely massive, and all they have to do is finish the map here with 5:12 on the clock to take match point in the series. Good angle, though.
Yeah, solid angle, but good preparation as well by Alarm. Seeing where that angle was and knowing that he could keep everybody topped up. Does manage to do so. Now it's going to be the Ant Matrix, but they deny that one. Blizzard going to be coming down from Stratus, laying in with the sound barrier is Arc to keep his team topped up. Funny Astro tries to answer back, but now the shatter comes through from Roar, knocks him down, and that will be the cleanup as Corey is here taking shots with his Hanzo.
Once we get to the point where Corey actually has that first Dragon Strike, that's when it's going to be really difficult to utilize the comp Philadelphia Fusion is running, because unless you kill him with a stray headshot, he is going to get that Dragon Strike off. There's no way to mitigate that without just simply splitting. They don't have a D.Va, and even if they did, absorbing that is just so incredibly difficult. And when you're in this composition, the Fusion are running the double shields, you're very much clumped up. You're in one spot with a Dragon Strike. It's more about those stray headshots and if you can control that high ground.
Well, that, and they also have that D.Va trying to absorb it. Roar pushing forward, getting a little too antsy. Shatter comes down. Bynett connects on the 2, and Corey finds Carpe. Answering Shatter out from Roar. Will find Alarm in the back line as Corey comes over from the side. Manages to get rid of Poco. Fearlessly dashes forward. He's looking for the finish on the Ivy. Can't quite line up the shot yet.
I think
a bit elusive, but there you go.
I think
Gets him in the end.
Fusion need to switch their composition here. Carpe on this Hanzo isn't going to get value. The double shields, the Reinhardt Orisa composition, is going to struggle versus Dragon Strikes that Corey can build easily because he has high ground control, can take those pot shots, get some stray headshots in there as well. And this is just so incredibly difficult to break. I really like this tech to pull this Hanzo in for Corey, because the Dragon Strike just screws up every team fight for the Fusion.
Superchargers around the corner. Dragon Strike does roll through. Ivy just going to be sitting inside that ice wall as long as he possibly can. Stratus will be taken down. Huge pick here for the Fusion as they fall down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Make their way back over towards the cart. Storm Arrow's out. Sato swinging away, manages to get Roar and Aim God. Fantastic fortune for him as the freeze comes in on the Ellie boat, and he will get knocked out.
And now Carpe gets the high ground for the first time, and this is dangerous. Now he can really get value out of this Hanzo.
This is where he can take over. Nearly has that other Dragon Strike available as well. Nano and Sound Barrier here for the Justice. Is that going to be enough for them to last out for another minute and 50? They have to get to the cart. Can they do it? 0.34 meters on the goes. The Nano Boost will come through. Bionade connects on the Poco, but he's got the barrier shields, trying to keep them alive. Shatter comes down. See the disc going to be tossed in. Alarm keeping him alive with that immortality field. His Ellie boat's going to be knocked.
That position from Stratus.
Yeah.
Trying to get that blow up kill.
He gets some nice damage, but Funny Astro going to be taken down by Ellie boat. Of all people to find it, it is the Orisa. So already going to be slowing them up. Don't want to move anywhere without that Lucio. They look for the hold there, and that's the lineup. So Corey gets the shot on the Carpe. Excellently done so far by the Justice.
You can see all the bullets, all the projectiles going in one line. The focus fire here is excellent. The sight line control is amazing. And now they can't really even get out here. They're cut off, for these members from the back line.
Yep. Have the barrier tossed down, trying to allow for tries to wrap around the backside. Spots out 2 members. Thinks that he might have the jump there. Come around the backside to potentially find Corey. Dragon Strike from Corey doesn't find too much. Immortality Field keeps alive the members of the Philadelphia Fusion as Roar swings away, desperately trying to survive. The shield will be broken down. He's got no HP, and Alarm will be able to finish him off. Stratus going to be taken out as well just as the Blizzard becomes available. And that Matrix from Aim God doesn't mean jack. Fusion wipe the floor with them, the team kill in the end. They will go ahead and cap point A and have 6 minutes to assault, 5 minutes to assault point B.
Alarm definitely being the hero there on that last push. That Immortality Field perfectly timed to shut down Corey's Dragon Strike, heal everybody up while they're immortal, and then collapse back in, get that opening kill, and then the point is theirs. They get to do regroup. Because Fusion are going to come in hard, and with 6 ultimates, they do get back onto the point.
Blizzard way up. Yep, Blizzard will be coming through. Stratus trying to wall them off, and Sato, oh boy, all out on his lonesome. And he will be taken down. There is no saving that. Fusion, though, can they try to convert the fight? I think the answer is likely going to be no, as Poco keeps going lower and lower. Will be finished off by Stratus in the end.
In Philadelphia Fusion, this may look like a loss, but in practice, it's actually a win because they're able to pull out some of these Justice ultimates, notably the Blizzard. They hold on to their own, and now they've got a Blizzard Dragon Strike combo set up. They have the Supercharger to help empower this push. And the Fusion are probably going to use all their tools here on this next attack. Nobody gets picked by Corey here on the way over. All they really have to do is close that distance, close that gap to B through the left side room.
Knocked in straight to the wall, fantastically done by Stratus, and a bit too trigger happy from Sato. Loses out on that, still manages to find a pin on Roar, taking him over to the side. Shatter comes down, doesn't find anything, but the Nano Boost is there to try to keep him alive. Sato's got to retreat. And you can see the wall coming up. Sato going to be taken down. Fantastic coordination from the Washington Justice.
And to play devil's advocate for what was probably the worst ult usage in an advantage situation we've seen so far this season, the idea there was to draw the attention away so Sato could get that sneak shatter. The response, as Corey gets picked here, from Stratus was amazingly quick. He shattered anyways. And now the Fusion don't have that many great tools to break this point open anymore. And that's really unfortunate because they had such a massive advantage, and now that time bank is dwindling.
Straight back at it though. Pushing their way up. Ellie nearly getting knocked out to the back there. Will be able to escape as Stratus just uses the Blizzard here on the bridge, zoning them back, buying more and more time. Still 2.5 minutes for the Fusion. Getting rid of that Blizzard, going to be considered a win, as they only lose Poco on the way out. And He will be swapping over onto the D.Va now.
Yeah, he's going to swap over to D.Va. That's going to give them a lot more control over the center part of this map. It can help contest versus Elivote, who also has this bomb online here. Watched last team fight. They're going to get to the point. They don't have the Blizzard yet.
Jump scare moment for Poco.
Just going to slow this down as much as possible.
Oh, another wall coming through. Poco retreats as those fast boosters, so manages to jet his way out. Stratus is going to be taken down. Carpe finds a huge pickoff for him. Bomb tossed in, tries to weave that one into the back. Just going to be finding the immortality field. Quad Dragon's going to be parting their way across the point, neither leading to any kills, and Stratus swaps over to the Doomfist, jumps his way back in, gets the uppercut, finds the execution. His alarm will fall, but Sato cuts him down. Charge coming in, Poco going to be knocked out of the mech now. Sato's just got no HP, Bionade connects on the two, Bunny Astro trying to make his way out. A sliver of HP.
You need a decisive engagement of the attacking team. You need to get multiple kills. You can't be trading. At least they trade this time and keep ultimates. Feels like a little bit of deja vu here, what we're seeing. They're coming in, they've got the Blizzard, they've got the Shatter. They will have Sound Barrier for the engage, the approach onto the point. They're going to have a better setup than that fake out where they looked like they were going up mid, and then Sato got the flank Shatter. It was shut down by Stratus last time. Advantage here, and they've only got one more shot at this. They are going to move together, and here comes that push. Sound Barrier is ready. In just a moment here for Funny Astro.
Working their way up. Main wall, not really going to be cutting anybody off. Funny Astro trying to harass down Elivote. Stratus will get frozen and eliminated by Ivy. Sound Barrier comes through for Arc, trying to keep the rest of the team alive as they do have that defender's respawn advantage. Sound Barrier now going to be matched. Funny Astro losing that one. Roar getting chipped away. Elivote going to be taken down. They get the freeze, they get the shatter. The hammer comes down, and Fusion have the point for now. Delay coming in as much as they possibly can.
Worked really well there, and they had that flank Shatter. We might be looking at a 3:30, 4-minute time bank here, but it's just not to be. And for the Justice, it feels like there's a lot of hope now coming into this attack.
Take a look back here. One of the moments that was kind of going on in the kill feed. Carpe just wreaking havoc, got rid of Elivote. And without that medication, oh man.
And we can sing Carpe's praises here, but we have to criticize Elivote's flank there because he kind of put himself in a bad spot. He wasn't really able to rejoin the point, and as a result, Carpe is able to just push him back there, and he isolated himself. Sometimes that works out. Sometimes you can get that kill on the McCree. Sometimes you can pick off a support. Elivote's risky playstyle has been very hit or miss. When he hits, I mean, he looks amazing. Well, he's given a lot of space, but
who they're playing against?
Yeah, exactly. Respect is real.
So now looking to set up for the catch with the May wall. Toss that one down, and Stratus does get locked out for the moment. Sato gonna have to kite back though. Nice halt, pulls them all together, but Sato crumbles under the pressure. Just too much damage coming forward from the side of the Washington Justice. Everybody gonna be topped up. Carpe needs to start clicking some heads if they want to hold on to point A. Otherwise, it's looking like another extremely fast cap.
Yeah, and with double shields here, it's so difficult
to
use the angle.
Ivy gets rid of Corey. Everybody going to be locked inside. They get the halt together. Couple shots going to be coming through. Carpe, even he doesn't want to have to play against the Amp Matrix. Sato starts pushing his way through. Fire strike to try to build up. Gets the Shatter online. Swings, finds two, drops the hammer. It's the rest of them. The immortality field will buy them some time, but Sato now has one back at him up. Another swing, another 2 kills. And the Fusion, hold on!
I mean, Sato's the one who got them into this position. He was the one who messed up his position, got too aggressive as picked, but he's also the hero who saves them in the end, comes through, is able to find himself a big amount of damage here to get the Shatter online. Look at the ult meter go up. There's the Shatter. Nothing to block him there. Roar's unable to get the shield up in time, and Immortality Field's only going to buy you seconds there. Trapped.
Back in here, Ivy still doing work, finds the headshot onto Stratus. Buying further time for the Fusion.
And the Justice, yeah, and the Justice really need a clean fight here. They're going to have Blizzard shortly, but Ivy is going to be able to match that.
No one can. Justice though, Twin Blizzard's going to be coming down as the sound barrier is used by Arc to try to keep their members alive. Ivy goes up on top of the pillar, makes his way out of there, however, so does manage to stay alive. Sound barrier on the back end for Funny Astro doing some serious defensive work as no one gets taken down. They say that though, Arc does manage to find Carpe, hounds him out. Shots coming through from Alarm, tries to get the kill here on a Stratus who just peeks, he just gently peeks over the top. Manages to find the kill. Carpe trying to make up his mind. He knows that point A is going to be gone, so gives up on the Tracer and will just be matching Corey on that Hanzo now. But serious time buying was done by the Fusion.
I mean, since the days of BK Stars, we know Carpe has been such an aggressive flanker on the Widow, be it the McCree, and even oftentimes the Hanzo. And that flank didn't pay off. He put himself out of position. He allowed the...
Well, Supercharger going to be tossed in. Maywall goes up. Trying to buy them some time. Bionade does connect onto Poco. Nice fire strike. Gets Otto closer to that next Earth Shatter. Dragon Strike going to be tossed out into the corner. Doesn't really have too many targets on that side of the map. They try to get Carpe back in there, but AimGod actually with a Bionade will be able to take him out. Yeah, Matrix is here. We'll use that fire strike to try to get some extra damage through for Sato. As Arc just sits directly on top of him, spamming away. The left clicks, the right clicks. Mortality Field will fall down, and suddenly the members start disappearing on the side of the Philadelphia Fusion. 3 still going to be down as they start ticking up. 1 going to be snagged. And Fusion need a miracle trying to turn this one around. Poco desperately going to be swapping over onto the Wrecking Ball. Alarm gets taken down. They don't have the Immortality Field to buy some more time. Pile Driver comes through. But Ellieboat, he fortifies, he stays safe. Blizzard now going to be coming in from Ivy, starts locking them up. Arc's the first one to fall. Now Roar going to be taken down. Can they turn this one on its head? A sliver of HP. Sato going to be dropped as he tries to drop the hammer. Alarm gets rid of Ellieboat. Poco will get taken down. Funny Astro has that sound barrier ready to go. Might have to burn it when he gets back, but Carpe manages to find 2.
The waves are out.
Corey, both going to be taken out. Drops down, gets the uppercut, and Carpe again clutches out the defense.
He saves the day here. Look at Arc sound barrier. He's still holding it. Had he used that when Ivy tossed out the Blizzard, they would have been able to survive through. We would have seen the survival there of Ellieboat on the Orisa, and that would have allowed them to sustain through that push and start getting those kills. It was the Blizzard that saved Fusion, and Carpe comes up to clean up there in the end. Once again, a Dragon Strike ready for Corey. He split them in half last time. See if he can do it again. Here it comes.
Yep, Dragon Strike
Carpe,
out. Carpe around the corner. A near miss. Drops down, he's well into the back, and Sato's going to be taken down to the front lines. Roar, however, slur of HP, has to maybe drop into the low ground, but he just doesn't get the opportunity. Gets taken down, and the Nano Boost goes over to Ellieboat instead. Sound Barrier still going to be committed, catches 4 members on the side of the Washington Justice, but Ivy has the freeze coming through, and he's nearly got another Blizzard, and they don't have a way to sustain through. They need to have an eat now from Ellieboat. 1 minute on the clock. Washington Justice need to finish this, or else that is it. Fusion might be able to take this one right here, right now.
It looks hopeless for the Justice. They don't have tools. They need that shatter to be big.
Uppercut through, Corey. Going low, and Alarm scoops the kill, gets the headshot. Roar smashed into the wall. Bionade hits 3 on the side of the Fusion, but it does not matter. The cleanup is coming through, and suddenly it is 1 more attempt as they look to get the stagger on Ellieboat, and this is looking absolutely brutal.
I'll be honest, I don't even think they really get 1 more attempt. They get half an attempt. They get 1 shot at that Blizzard. There's the stagger. They needed Ellieboat. He needed to be the one to tag to start the fight, but he's the last to die. He's staggered, and that means it's up to Arc.
They need him to eat the Blizzard as well.
I mean, there's just no way. There's no way to realistically engage on this point.
13
they can't get to the choke.
They're pushing forward. They're chasing their way up. Carpe, however, the first one to fall. Have they gone too far? Roar going to be taken down. Arc is ticking up. He's back capping it. Oh my God!
Out to dry for the Fusion.
Mildly speechless.
They knew that there was only 1 person who could touch, right? Yep. Ellieboat was staggered. He was the last person to die. D.Va's not going to be able to touch the point. They went aggressively forward there. And then it's Arc who comes into the back.
Yep. Oh, man, look at this.
Funny Astro can't touch. He tries to get in. He's a bit late, and he's just knocked away.
Yep.
Just a second too late.
Well, here we are with a 12-second difference now to potentially decide this map. As you said, very well could result in a draw yet.
Yep. Carpe on the rat here, by the way.
Yeah.
For just a Riptire defense. If he gets the Riptire, that's almost guaranteed a hold.
A bold move, tosses out that mine, but he's getting jumped on as Stratus harassing him in the side. Roar, however, under pressure, falling lower and lower. 9 HP will be taken down finally. Ivy finds the kill, and Sato builds up a very swift shatter, and he drops the hammer to try and get rid of the hopes and dreams of Washington Justice for being able to get a tick, let alone a cap here in these overtime rounds.
I don't think Arc's going to be able to sneak this one away, I'm afraid. They've got 1 more shot to try to touch in here. You can see Ellieboat's kind of leading the charge. If he touches the point, he'll buy time, but it's going to be an awkward engage at best case scenario for the Justice here. There he goes.
Defense Matrix
gets the touch.
Beneath. Does manage to force out the overtime. Wall comes through, they boost Poco up, they get a lot of damage in onto that Orisa, but it's not going to be enough to finish him. Ant Matrix going to have to be abandoned here for the Philadelphia Fusion, so not going to be netting them too much as they get halfway to that first tick. Now the Ant Matrix going to be used by AimGod, but he's under pressure. Dragon Strike tossed through from the side. Can Corey find anything? Carpe gets rid of Stratus. It's an all-out bloodbath here on the point. Sato tries to make his way back around the corner, but he gets greeted by that Earth Shatter. Sato and Carpe both knocked to the ground, and suddenly Washington Justice, this is very doable. They will have it.
They will have it. That was a great engage there using the Ant Matrix, coming around the side, blowing up those tanks at the last second there, and it's Carpe who fails to get a Riptire. The Junkrat combo here with a Mei is very powerful. If you could slow those members, get them caught in a choke point, get a fast Riptire, that almost guarantees you the hold. He has a Riptire for B now, but they will...
Goes through, Sound Barrier going to be used in response. Tire down to half HP. Can he find a pick? Runs it through, but will not be able to find anything. Several members, however, falling lower and lower. Damage Orb is going to be tossed out. Blizzard coming through from both of these Meis. Sato going to be dragged out, now frozen the Sound Barrier, keeping alive for a little bit longer. Bongo going to be finished off. Ivy finds Ellie Boat, but Roar finds Sato. Washington Justice certainly still in this fight. It's a main tank or a main tank. Corey's
staying alive
trying
here.
to get the kills. Funny Astro going to be taken down, but the Defender's advantage still going to be there for the Philadelphia Fusion, but they have to find some picks. Nearly to the first take right now are the Justice's. Stratus goes under fire, makes his way into the ice block, but the trap is going to be directly on top of him. Boosts his way up, out. It's Carpe, dangerously low, hovering around the backside of this tomb. Shots coming down, Roar going to be eliminated. Poco finds himself a double kill. It seems like the Fusion very well may make the damage, but Roar is still going to be leading.
Carpe again with a crazy flank. Any stray headshots here might be able to open the point up. He's got to play careful though.
Trying to see if he's being contested on the high ground. He is not.
Trying to get
Mortality Field's going to be taken down. Spam shot's going to be coming through. Roar will be eliminated. Sato finds the hit, but Corey finds Carpe. 1 for 1, but now 2 for 1 as Heliboat will fall. No tanks available for the side of the Washington Justice.
Justice are going to play for the draw here. They're going to back off.
Yeah, they're going to have to do that. You would expect. Corey's still around the back. Ticks starting to come through. They're still very well split. You would expect that if they're going to die, they have to die right now.
Stratus is back. He just wants to get a little bit more Blizzard charge here that can delay.
Are they going to go for this? Stratus makes his way up.
They're committing.
Yeah, but they go ahead. They just let the point go off. The problem with Stratus, he jumped off the point with the ice block, was not contesting, and now there's going to be the cleanup, and now they're going to start charging forward!
And they bought some time here. They bought some time. They will have the respawn. They got fast respawn with the two CP changes, but they don't have a Blizzard. Stratus is still 10% away.
Ivy nearly with his own. Shatter going to be coming down from Roar. Doesn't catch anybody. The beat hits. Pretty much everybody on the side of the Fusion going to be receiving the shields, and Carpe finds a shot. Corey going to be gone. Roar taken out. The Blizzard tossed in by Stratus, but he himself is dead. Dragon Strike through the side of the wall. Ellieboat left out in the corner, left out to dry. But that is going to be it. They start ticking their way up as they clear the point. Corey comes back in with the Tracer, but we need to see some major heroics to try to make this one happen. They're walled out. They drop back in, but Stratus, this Wrecking Ball, as they all arrive, they are cut down one after the other. Sound Barrier out from Arc to try and delay, but Roar will now be taken down. The Supercharger fourth measure. Arc going to be eliminated. Ellieboat knocked out of the mech, taken down. The Blizzard tossed in celebration. Shatter comes down, and Philly Fusion